Appendix to Issue 12, Part 2. Warhawk, master assassin used by the CIA in Vietnam, who later went insane and battled Iron Fist. Later, Warhawk regained his sanity and became a costumed criminal for hire. First appearance, Marvel Premiere number 23. Warlock 1. See Mahayogi. Warlock 2. Adam Warlock. Superhumanly powerful, golden-skinned, artificially created humanoid being who was originally known as him and was created by the scientists who headed the research base known as the Beehive. See her. Him left Earth and eventually met the High Evolutionary, who had created a new planet, Counter-Earth, and populated it with human beings who had no evil desires. However, his earlier creation, the Man-Beast, gave this new race of humans the potential to do evil. See Counter-Earth, High Evolutionary, Man-Beast. In despair, the High Evolutionary intended to destroy Counter-Earth, but spared it when him decided to save Counter-Earth from the Man-Beast. The High Evolutionary renamed him Adam Warlock and presented him with a powerful soul gem which Warlock wore on his forehead. Warlock eventually defeated the Man-Beast and left Counter-Earth for adventures elsewhere in space. Warlock was finally killed by Thanos. See Thanos. And Warlock's spirit entered the soul gem. Warlock's spirit briefly returned and turned Thanos to stone. Warlock's spirit now resides within an idyllic world inside the soul gem. First appearance as him, Fantastic Four number 65. As Warlock, Marvel Premiere number 1. Died in Avengers Annual number 7. Warrior Woman, Frieda Ratzel, Nazi scientist and intelligence agent who, in 1942, created a version of the super soldier serum. See Captain America. She absorbed the serum into her body in an explosion in a laboratory and, as a result, gained superhuman strength. First appearance, as Ratzel, Invaders number 16. As Warrior Woman, Invaders number 17. War Star, traitorous former member of Shi'ar Imperial Guard who is actually two symbiotically linked aliens, Sissel, who is gigantic and has immense strength, and the smaller Binny. See Imperial Guard. First appearance, X-Men number 137. Water Wizard, Peter Van Zandt, costumed criminal who was wounded while serving in the U.S. military during the Vietnam War and was placed under an experimental radiation device to stimulate his cell regeneration. A power surge through the equipment during an electrical storm caused the radiation to mutate him so as to give him psionic powers over liquids. The Water Wizard can cause water to move as he wishes and to take semi-solid forms which he can psionically manipulate as weapons. He can even cause water to turn into semi-solid creatures which resemble and act like living beings and which act as he directs. First appearance, Ghost Rider number 23. Wendigo. A person who eats human flesh while in the forests of Canada is supernaturally transformed into a superhumanly strong, nearly indestructible, fur-covered monster called a Wendigo, which attacks and eats human beings. Wendigo 1, Paul Cartier. First appearance, Incredible Hulk number 162, cured in Incredible Hulk number 181. Wendigo 2, Georges Baptiste. First appearance, as Baptiste, Incredible Hulk number 162, as Wendigo, Incredible Hulk number 181, cured in X-Men number 140. Wendigo 3, Original Human Identity Unknown. First appearance, Incredible Hulk number 272. Whiplash. See Blacklash. The White Rabbit, eccentric female costumed criminal. First appearance, Marvel Team-Up number 131. The White Tiger, or El Tigre Blanco, Hector Ayala, college student who found the Sons of the Tigers amulets which mystically had increased their physical abilities. See Sons of the Tiger. The amulets would transform Ayala into the White Tiger, a costumed crime fighter with nearly superhuman skill in the martial arts. However, Ayala eventually returned the amulets to the Sons of the Tiger and retired as a crime fighter because he had learned that wearing the amulets gave him an unhealthy physical dependency upon them that resembled drug addiction. First appearance, Deadly Hands of Kung Fu number 19, retired in Spectacular Spider-Man number 52. The Whizzer 1, Robert L. Frank. After his son Robert was bitten by a cobra, Dr. Emil Frank injected him with the blood of a mongoose, the cobra's natural foe. The combination of the cobra venom and mongoose blood somehow activated latent mutations in Robert Frank's body, giving him the power to move at superhuman speed. Robert Frank became the costumed adventurer known as the Whizzer and was a member of the Liberty Legion, Invaders, and All Winners Squad. See individual entries. Eventually, he married his fellow adventurer, Miss America, and they had a mutant child named Nuclo. See Miss America, Nuclo. The Whizzer also mistakenly came to believe that he was the father of Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch. First modern appearance, Giant Size Avengers number 1, died in Vision and the Scarlet Witch number 2. The Whizzer 2. See Speed Demon. The Whizzer 3, Hiram Arnold, Squadron Supreme member with the power to move at superhuman speed. First appearance, Avengers number 85. Wind Eagle, Hector Santiago Ruiz, young man with Wakandan technology enabling him to fly, who was the pawn of an organization called the Dragon's Circle. First appearance, Jungle Action number 24, died in Marvel Premiere number 51. Wood God, satyr-like being with human intelligence and superhuman strength who was created by scientists David and Ellen Pace through combining human and animal genetic material. Using the Pace's methods, Wood God created other half-human, half-animal beings of human intelligence whom he named Changelings. The Changelings live in a valley in the Colorado Rocky Mountains where they are ruled by Wood God. First appearance, Marvel Premiere number 31. The Wraith, Brian DeWolf, costumed adventurer who possesses various psionic powers which enable him to read minds, induce illusions in the minds of others, project psionic force bolts, and control the mind of another person, but he can only control one mind at a time. Originally, after gaining his powers, the Wraith had no mind of his own, but was under the mental domination of his father, Philip DeWolf, who used him for criminal ends. The Wraith regained his own independent will and has since acted as an ally of Iron Man. First appearance, Marvel Team-Up number 48. Wundagore. See High Evolutionary. Wundagore 2. See Knights of Wundagore. Wundar. See Aquarian. Zemu, would-be conqueror who has sometime ruled a world in the so-called Fifth Dimension. First appearance, Strange Tales number 103. Zor the God Jewel. 6 million years ago, a humanoid race covered its planet with a nuclear force shield for protection when its sun went nova. The planet wandered through space after the nova occurred and somehow slowly contracted to a fraction of its former size. The energy of the shield caused the planet to turn into a crystalline body. By then, the planet had absorbed the life forces of its humanoid inhabitants and had become sentient. It called itself Zor the God Jewel, accumulated more energy by destroying other worlds, and planned to conquer the universe. Eventually, the force of a nova reduced Zor to drifting space debris, much of which was collected by the Gramosians. See Alien Races, Gramosians. Note: Zor claimed that its humanoid inhabitants were responsible for creating all humanoid races, including Earth humans, the Skrulls, and the Kree. However, Zor's humanoids have no known connection with the Celestials, who did influence human and Skrull evolution, and there is no evidence to support these claims of Zor's. First appearance, Thor number 214, destroyed in Thor number 216. X-ray. See UFOs. Yandroth, alien humanoid scientist who has fought Doctor Strange. Although Yandroth is dead, his spirit is still capable of taking possession of a living human's mind. First appearance, Strange Tales number 164. Died in Marvel feature number 1. The Yellow Claw. Chinese scientific genius who has lived for over 150 years, maintaining his youth through special potions, and who has long sought to conquer the world. First modern appearance, telepathic voice only, Strange Tales number 160. In person, Captain America number 164. He apparently died in Avengers number 205. Note: Dr. Doom used an android in the form of the Yellow Claw to wage actual battles against S.H.I.E.L.D. in the course of a game Doom played with the Prime Mover. See Prime Mover. Yellow Jacket. Dr. Henry Hank Pym. Scientist Henry Pym discovered the Pym particle, a subatomic particle which he learned to employ to alter his own size. Pym also invented a cybernetic helmet by means of which he could communicate with and control the higher insects. Pym used his shrinking method and cybernetic helmet to become the costumed adventurer Ant-Man 1, who could shrink to the size of an ant and who was a founding member of the Avengers. Pym also gave his future wife, Janet Van Dyne, the means to shrink to insect size, and also bioengineered her so that at that size she would grow wings that would allow her to fly. Van Dyne used her new abilities to become the Wasp. See Wasp. Although at first Pym needed a serum, a gas, or a capsule containing the Pym particle in order to change size, eventually he was able to change through mental concentration alone. Upon using his methods to grow to gigantic size, Pym adopted the costumed identity of Giant Man. He later changed his title to Goliath. Experimenting with robotics, Pym created the android Ultron, who proved to be malevolent. See Ultron. Exposure to unknown gases triggered a temporary personality change in Pym, and he adopted the costumed identity of Yellow Jacket, under which he married Janet Van Dyne. Upon recovering, Pym decided to keep the Yellow Jacket identity. Yellow Jacket could shrink to insect size, fly by means of wings on his costume, and shoot stings of energy as a weapon. Eventually, Pym suffered a nervous breakdown. His wife Janet divorced him, and his longtime foe Egghead framed him for crimes for which he was imprisoned. Pym was finally cleared, but he has retired as a costumed crime fighter and is now a full-time scientist. First appearance, as Pym, Tales to Astonish number 27. As Ant-Man 1, Tales to Astonish number 28. As Giant Man 1, Tales to Astonish number 49. As Goliath 1, Avengers number 28. As Yellow Jacket, Avengers number 59. Yeti. Fur-covered humanoid beings living in the Himalaya mountains and familiarly known as abominable snowmen. There are 3 known varieties of Yeti. The first, the so-called cold people, were highly intelligent and had made advanced scientific developments. They were transformed into normal human beings in Fantastic Four number 146. A far more primitive race of Yeti with human intelligence was destroyed in Man-Thing Volume 2, number 3. An example of a third race of Yeti was encountered recently by Shang-Chi. First appearance, Cold People, Fantastic Four number 145. Man-Thing's Yeti, Man-Thing, Volume 2, Number 2. Shang-Chi's Yeti, Master of Kung Fu, Number 124. The Young Gods. 12 young human beings selected by the major pantheons of Earth's gods to represent the pinnacle of mankind's genetic potential and cultural accomplishment. Each of the 12 exemplified mastery of a different area of human knowledge or endeavor. Earth's eldest goddess, Gaia, presented these 12, known as the Young Gods, to the star-spanning Celestials, who were judging Earth's worthiness to survive. The Celestials decided, upon seeing the 12, that Earth had proved worthy, and have taken the young gods to an unknown location in the cosmos to educate them in matters unknown. First appearance, 3 in human form, Thor number 202 and 203. The 3 as gods, Thor number 203. The other 9 as gods, Thor number 300. Zabu. Saber-toothed tiger who is the companion of Kazar. Kazar. First appearance, X-Men number 10. Zaladane, high priestess of the sun god Garok. Garok. And warlike queen of the sun people of the Savage Land. Savage Land. First appearance, Astonishing Tales number 3. Zarek, former imperial minister of the Kree Empire who conspired with Ronan the Accuser to overthrow the Supreme Intelligence. Kree, Ronan the Accuser, Supreme Intelligence. First appearance, Marvel's Superheroes number 12. Zartra. Zartra 1, human female warrior from the deviant-controlled Lemurian Isles who married Kamwu 1, Kamwu 1, and thus was Empress of Atlantis at the time of the Great Cataclysm. First appearance, Submariner number 62, died in Submariner number 63. Zartra 2, wife of Kamwu 2 and first Empress of Undersea Atlantis. First appearance, Submariner number 66. Zom, gigantic semi-humanoid being who possesses immense mystical power that dwarfs even that of Umar. Umar. Ages ago, Eternity imprisoned Zom within a huge amphora in another dimension. Dr. Strange briefly released Zom in order to defeat Umar, and Zom was again imprisoned by the Living Tribunal, whose power dwarfs Zom's. Eternity, Living Tribunal. First appearance, Strange Tales number 156. Zombie, Simon Garth, businessman who was mystically transformed into a zombie, a living corpse with a clouded mind, who had to obey anyone who held the duplicate of the medallion he wore about his neck. First appearance, Tales of the Zombie number 1, permanently laid to rest in Tales of the Zombie number 8. Note, the zombie story in the recent Bizarre Adventures number 33 took place before the zombie, Garth, was permanently laid to rest. Zurus, former leader of the Eternals of Earth, brother of Mentor, Alars, and father of Thena. Eternals, Mentor, Thena. First appearance, Eternals number 5, killed in battle with the Celestials in Thor number 300, although his death was not revealed until Thor number 301. Special Announcements section. With the original run of the official Handbook of the Marvel Universe having finally run its course, all the way from The Abomination to Zax, I'd like to take the remaining space to thank each and every one of you Marvel mavens who wrote in with supplemental information, suggestions, and corrections. As most of you have suspected, compiling and researching a work of this nature has been arduous, and even the crack crew such as us stalwarts who assembled the 384 pages of Ohatmu numbers 1 through 12 committed a blooper or two. Thanks to you eagle-eyed archivists, subsequent editions of this work in years to come will have far fewer errors, or at least not the same ones. In the immediate future, we're pleased to announce that we're expanding the original run of the series by 3 extra issues. Marvel Universe numbers 13 and 14 will feature, by popular demand, 64 pages of those Marvel heroes and villains who are no longer active in the Marvel Universe, either by death or disability. Marvel Universe number 15 will feature all of the hardware and weaponry that we would have loved to have included in the first 12 issues, but did not have room for. So keep watching your favorite newsstands. There's more to come. Mark Gruenwald.